Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. Hello, dear viewers. Get ready to expand your horizons as we delve into by-elections to the 40th Canadian Parliament. By-elections to the 40th Canadian Parliament were held to fill vacancies in the House of Commons of Canada between the 2008 federal election and the 2011 federal election. The Conservative Party of Canada led a minority government for the entirety of the 40th Canadian Parliament, with little change from by-elections. 10 seats became vacant during the life of the Parliament. 7 of these vacancies were filled through by-elections, and 3 seats remained vacant when the 2011 federal election was called. With that being said, let's now move on to 2009. For by-elections to fill vacant seats in the House of Commons were held on November 9, 2009. Governor-General Michael Jean, acting on the advice of Prime Minister Stephen Harper, issued writs of election for the by-elections on October 4. All 4 vacancies were caused by resignations. In the upcoming section, we'll be dissecting New Westminster Coquitlam and exploring its implications in greater detail. The riding of New Westminster Coquitlam had been vacant since April 13, when Don Black resigned to run in the British Columbia provincial election. Styler text Aline Luft, Colspinner New Democrat hold Aline right. In the upcoming portion, we'll be dissecting Cumberland Colchester Musquoda Boit Valley to gain a comprehensive understanding of its implications. The riding of Cumberland Colchester Musquoda Boit Valley had been vacant since April 30. 2009, when Bill Casey resigned to accept a posting from the provincial government of Nova Scotia. Scott Armstrong was nominated unopposed by the Conservatives. Farmer Jim Burrows defeated 2008 Liberal candidate Tracy Parsons for the Liberal nomination on September 12, 2009. Styler text Aline Luft, Colspinner Conservative gain from Independent Aline right. In this section, we'll be peeling back the layers of Montmagny's Isla-Camaros-Gruyère du Loup to reveal its true essence. The riding of Montmagny's Isla-Camaros-Gruyère du Loup had been vacant since May 21, when Paul Crite resigned to run as a Parti Québécois candidate in the provincial Rivière du Loup by-election. According to the Regina Leader Post, Bernard Gunneru won the by-election. Styler text Aline Luft, Colspinner Conservative gain from Bloc Québécois Aline right. In this part of the video, we'll be delving deeper into Hochelaga and analyzing its key components. On June 25, 2009, Paul Menard announced that he would resign from the Hochelaga constituency effective September 16 to run as a Vision Montreal candidate for borough mayor of Mercier-Hochelaga-Maisonneuve in the fall 2009 municipal elections in Montreal. Daniel Pale won the by-election according to CBC News. Let's now zoom in on 2010 and uncover the hidden gems that lie within. 3 by-elections were held on November 29, 2010, in order to fill vacancies in the House of Commons of Canada for 2 seats in Manitoba and 1 seat in Ontario. Until preempted by the issuance of writs for the 41st federal election, a further 3 by-elections were pending for 1 seat in Alberta, 1 seat in Quebec and 1 seat in British Columbia. Get ready for a thought-provoking discussion as we delve into background and its impact on our understanding. The 3 seats were vacant due to the resignations of Inky Mark, Judy Wassilicia-Lays, and Maurizio Bevilacqua from the House of Commons. The incumbents had resigned their seats to run for the mayoralty of their hometowns in municipal elections. Bevilacqua was subsequently elected mayor of Vaughan, Ontario, while Wassilicia-Lays and Mark were defeated in their attempts. A further 3 seats, Calgary Centre North, Haute-Gaspé-la-Métis-Matapia and Prince George Peace River also became vacant in late October or November. However, these vacancies occurred too late to be included in the November 29 by-election call. Get ready for a thought-provoking discussion as we delve into timing and its impact on our understanding. Under Canadian election law, a by-election must be formally announced no earlier than 11 days and no later than 180 days after a vacancy officially takes effect. Due to the timing of the respective resignations, This means that the date of the Winnipeg North by-election had to be announced by October 27, while the scheduling period for all of the other 4 by-elections extended into 2011. Consequently, the Winnipeg North by-election had to be called at least a week before the window opened in which Prince George Peace River and Haute-Gaspé-Mitismata by-elections could be called. When multiple vacancies exist, it is customary, though not mandatory, for by-elections to be held on the same date. Let's now shift our focus to Dauphin Swan River Marquette and explore the ways in which it shapes our perspective. A by-election was held in the Manitoba federal riding of Dauphin Swan River Marquette as incumbent MP Inky Mark resigned effective September 15, 2010 as the Conservative Party of Canada Member of Parliament in order to run unsuccessfully for Mayor of Dauphin, Manitoba. Styler text Aline Lift, Colspinner Conservative hold Yalina right. As we embark on the next leg of our journey, let's unpack the layers of Vaughan and examine its core elements. A by-election was held in the Ontario federal riding of Vaughan as Liberal Mauricio Bevilacqua resigned to run successfully for Mayor of Vaughan, Ontario. Get ready for an enlightening exploration as we dig into Winnipeg North and understand its role in the broader context. A by-election was held in the Manitoba federal riding of Winnipeg North after New Democratic Party MP Judy Wasilicia Lays resigned to run unsuccessfully for Mayor of Winnipeg. The seat had been vacant for almost 7 months by the time of the vote. With the addition of the Pirate Party candidate Jeff Coleman, the by-election in Winnipeg North marked the first election or by-election to run a member of the Pirate Party outside of Europe. Styler text Aline Lift, Colspinner Liberal gain from New Democrat Yalina Wright. Let's now turn our attention to cancelled by-elections and uncover the fascinating insights it brings to the table. Until preempted by the issuance of writs for the 41st federal election, 3 federal by-elections were pending in 2011 to fill vacant seats in the House of Commons. In this part of the video, we'll be delving deeper into Calgary Centre North and analysing its key components. A by-election call was pending in the Alberta federal riding of Calgary Centre North, where Conservative MP Jim Prentice announced on November 4, 2010 he was resigning as Environment Minister effective immediately and that he would be resigning as Member of Parliament for Calgary Centre North by the end of the year to take a job as Vice Chairman of the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce. Prentice resigned as the Conservative Member of Parliament for Calgary Centre North on November 14, 2010. The Prime Minister theoretically had until May 2, 2011 to call a by-election. Soon after the announcement of Prentice's impending resignation, both Rick McKibber and Barb Higgins, the second and third place mayoralty finishers in the 2010 municipal election in Calgary, expressed interest in running for the Conservative Party nomination in Calgary Centre North. Current Calgary Foothills MLA Len Weber and recent aldermanic candidate Sean Chu were also rumoured to be testing the waters. Ultimately, University Administrator and Calgary Nose Hill riding President Michelle Rempel was acclaimed as the Conservative candidate on December 17, 2010. Former Ontario Liberal MP Robert Nault and former Mayor of Calgary Dave Bronkinier were rumoured to be seeking the Liberal nomination. However, Liberal leader Michael Ignatieff appointed Stephen Randall, a University of Calgary professor and the former Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences, as the party's candidate on January 6, 2011. Heather McIntosh was nominated to replace Dr. Eric Donovan as the Green Party candidate after winning a 3-way nomination contest on October 26, 2010. In this segment, we'll be unraveling the complexities of Haute-Gaspé-Mitismata and exploring its multifaceted nature. A by-election was pending in the Quebec federal riding of Haute-Gaspé-Mitismata, where Bloc Québécois MP Jean-Yves Roy resigned on October 22, 2010 as a result of chronic health problems. The Prime Minister theoretically had until April 20, 2011 to drop the writ for a by-election in that riding. Get ready for a thought-provoking discussion as we delve into Prince George Peace River and its impact on our understanding. A by-election was pending in the British Columbia federal riding of Prince George Peace River due to the resignation of Conservative MP Jay Hill on October 25, 2010. Prime Minister Harper had until April 22, 2011 to call a by-election. Notably, in his resignation announcement, Hill appeared to suggest that he expected the 41st federal election to be called before a by-election could take place in this riding. He was correct. The Harper government lost a confidence motion on March 25, 2011, triggering an election. Persons seeking the Conservative Party nomination were former Prince George Mayor Colin Kingsley, Tumbler Ridge Councillor Geraldine Shimbry, Prince George City Councillor Cameron Stolz, Foot Street John Councillors Don Irwin and Dan Davies, and Conservative Riding Association CEO Bob Zimmer. Bob Zimmer was declared the Conservative candidate following a March 11, 2011 nomination meeting in Prince George. Hillary Crowley was announced as the Green Party candidate on November 12, 2010. Former Deputy Premier and Prince George Area MLA Lois Boone as acclaimed as the NDP candidate on November 27, 2010. On March 28, 2011, lawyer Ben Levine was nominated as the Liberal candidate. Remember, knowledge is power. Keep learning, growing, and exploring.